What made you decide to make a record after 7 years? It's a pretty amount of time. And then why did you suddenly came up with, I want to make a record again?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the last record was in, like you said, in 1999 or something. I was touring a lot and busy with personal things. I recently got divorced 2 years ago, and the last years, 6, 7 years of my marriage weren't really very happy. Things weren't going very well, and I wasn't in a very good place to write or record or do anything. I was touring, working, but I wasn't being very productive creatively. It wasn't really I had writer's block. I just kind of wasn't in a very good headspace. So I got divorced a couple of years ago. Well, last January. I'll be 2 years in January, and I don't know, just sort of the change in my life at that point just got me more creative, and I suddenly had all this stuff I wanted to do. I made this Christmas record, which I'd wanted to do for a long time. Did the Carlisle record and started to write again, and like I said, now I have like 15, 16 songs that I want to record. So probably the personal change in my life freed up a lot of time and emotional energy that was maybe just, I hadn't really been tapping into. So it's good. I'm going to have 3 records out in a very short amount of time, and I hadn't released one in 10 years, so it's good.
Yes, and there's a personal situation. Does it reflect anything in your in your lyrics, or?
Well, the Carlisle record, the Carlisle record is all tunes I've already recorded. So, but in the new album, yeah, I suppose so. I mean, subliminally at least, I'm sure all the emotions of that stuff come into the songs. I can't think of one. I mean, there's just one of the new songs is called November, and it's pretty sad. I mean, it could be, I guess, taken about that, but nothing that I wrote directly, about that. But it's a traumatic event in your life, and I was married 18 years. It's a long time, and so it certainly affects you emotionally. But the new album is more, it's definitely lyrically, I think, more heady and kind of poetic. But we're just beginning to work on that. So right now I'm really enjoying touring with. I'm starting to play more shows with the Cafe Carlisle Ensemble. I'm going to Japan when I get home, and I've played in Japan every year for the last 20 years, and I play most recently in these Billboard live jazz clubs, and so I'm taking the Carlisle Ensemble to that, and I think the Japanese are really going to like it because they love jazz. And so I've been performing a little more and plan on doing a lot more performing with the Carlisle Ensemble, and it's really been fun because I'm using lots of different musicians. Like I'm over here right now working with German players. They're doing, well, you'll meet Lothar today, but Ulf Weidmann, the pianist that I worked with before, and then we get to Berlin, we're going to add drums and bass for this concert we're doing. And so it's exciting because I'm working with a lot of different kinds of musicians from different places, and they bring their own interpretation to the song. That's one thing about the Carlisle record, because it's done more in a jazz ensemble. Their virtuosity kind of changes every performance. So okay. It's fun.